So one very question that people like asking whenever we are talking about notice to quit is it compulsory that it must be a lawyer that would draft a quit notice? Can a landlord personally draft a quit notice and save on his tenant? The answer to that question is yes, a big yes. The landlord can write a quit notice and save his tenant. But while doing so, the landlord has to ensure that he pays attention to very important details. You don't have to miss it. Important details such as the name of your tenant, get it right. Be very specific with the address. When I mean being specific, if the apartment is flat by flat, mention the specific flat, the address number, state the amount involved. Be specific, because I've seen situations where tenants use some of these things as an excuse. I've seen it in court before where a tenant said, oh, the address that was not my address. It's my name, but it was not sent to my address. Yes. And the court held that valid because you have to be specific. You did not save him the letter. He's not the one that you saved the letter on. He's not the one that acknowledged receipt. You send the letter to it has the name of the tenant in question that they are addressing the letter to, but the letter is going to another address. So you have to be very specific. Get it right with the name. Get it right with the flat number. Ensure that the letter is properly saved on the tenant and the letter is acknowledged. So you don't have to miss that. But I would always, like I always say, the weight that a letter that emanates from the lawyer's office carries, yours may not carry. So it's your choice. The ball is in your court. Choose, make the right choice. Okay. So the only letter that I would say it's compulsory that it comes from the court, it's supposed to emanate from the court, is a 7-day notice of owner's intention to recover possession that you get from the court. You don't write that personally as a landlord. I've talked about all those notices before. But as for quit notice, be it 6 months, 3 months, it depends on the type of tenant, whether the tenant is a yearly tenant or a monthly tenant or a half-yearly tenant. A quit notice, generally, a landlord can write that. I hope I've answered your question. If you have got to this point and you've not subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to Lord Talks and Gist, please. Like, share, comment, turn on the notification bell so as to be notified each time there is an upload coming from me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so the same thing applies to demand letter. Demand letter for a debt owed by someone. You can always draft it personally. You know, you as a borrower can always draft the letter. You don't need it must not necessarily be a lawyer that would draft the letter for you. But of course, you know that if you engage the services of a lawyer, if you can afford it, please do. It doesn't take so much, because the letter from a lawyer carries more weight. But whichever you choose, the ball is in your court. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps. See you in my next video.